I'm Pastor Jake. I was watching a movie the other day, and it had a man who was sitting back in the 1950s. He was a restaurant equipment salesman. He was selling to a bunch of restaurants, and he was waiting for his food in his car. And back then, you had hops that would bring you out the food, just like do it some of the places do, still do. And they'd bring the food out to him, but he had to wait. There's sometimes he'd sit there and be watching his watch, asking about food, and it's oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Well, he wound up going to a restaurant to sell some equipment, and I remember this because he said he ordered what he ordered, and they just turned around and handed a bag to him. Well, this was the birth of fast food in minutes, and ever since then, we have wanted everything right now. And this is what I'm getting to, is that, even with the internet, we want that high speed internet. Well, back in my day when I first started out internet, you had to do dial-up, and it took time. Sometimes just to download a picture or download anything took a minute or two. Now we have our phones where we can do just like phone calls. We used to get a phone call, you would have to wait. Or when you got home to get that message, if you had a message for you. Not like now, I can look at my phone and somebody can text message me, messenger me, anything that anybody wants to do. That's this thing. We always think, fast, fast, fast. But when it comes to God, it's a different story. Sometimes God is right there. But then sometimes God is doing his time. Just like I look at Abraham, I look at the journey. God told him to leave Ugg and go to Canaan. Well, he took off. By the time he got there, you got to think how long. It took him about 800 miles to get up towards Syria, then from Syria to Canaan, and then he actually went past Canaan over into Egypt and came back. And the first thing I thought about was when I was thinking about all this was, how many times did he get, are we there yet? Are we there yet? How many times we've heard that in our lifetime? Are we there yet? Because we want things so quick. But see, God's timing is on God. When God's doing miracles and he's doing things for you, sometimes it might be longer. I mean, it took them over a year. They said, one of them said 3 or 4 months, but that's no way that you can do a 3-mile trip in 3 months with herd of cattle and everything. The thing what I'm trying to get here is it didn't take overnight to get there. It took time. And see, here's the thing with God. God's got plenty of time because he's outside of it. So we have to have patience on God's miracles. We have to wait for God to do his miracles and just let God do his miracles.